Hi, and welcome to week 15 of the spring 2026 semester of English 2332. Whew, it's just almost over. We're in our last week of class. If you've looked at the syllabus, you know that this is just a week of review, but please don't minimize your efforts this week. Don't begin coasting into the finish line. If you've ever seen any of those videos where somebody darts up at the last minute, the guy thinks he's got the race won, he's got his hands up, he's celebrating, and the second place guy zooms in and takes it. Don't let that happen to you. Keep pressing on to the goal and keep working hard. There's only 1 week left, literally, and you're going to be preparing for the final exam. The final exam is comprehensive, which means it covers everything from the entire semester. Going back to week one, the introduction to the course, we did a PowerPoint on the ancient world, including the three cultures tableau. You've seen several questions from that before. We did Gilgamesh, the Hebrew Bible, including concentrating on Genesis, Job, and Psalms. We talked about Homer and some parts of the Odyssey. We did a little Sappho, um, talked a little bit about Oedipus the King, talked about Plato and the Parable of the Cave. That was kind of weird. Um, I wish we had more time to get into the theory of the theory of forms. But you have to remember that they can build an entire 15-week semester around just that one piece of literature. Philosophy courses do it all the time. There's a lot there. But since this is a survey course, we just kind of hit the high points and go. We talked about the Middle Ages and Beowulf. Were introduced to Virgil, Dante Alighieri, and the Inferno, just the first 4 books in the last 2. We did a summary of Purgatory and Paradise. Of course, Chaucer in the general prologue. Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. I hope you enjoyed that. And of course, we wrapped up our semester with the master of playwrights, William Shakespeare, his life and times, and the play Macbeth. All of that will be on the test. So, what I don't recommend you do, well, first of all, I do recommend that you get organized, kind of form a list or a chart or some sort of a graphic that will help you see what you've got to review. Um, Lay it out. I like to get a piece of paper and draw columns on it and then just kind of group the information together. In the course, it's done by era. We've got the ancient period, the medieval period, and the Elizabethan period. Um, you can do that. You can do it your own way if you want to, but be sure to review the material. Now, this is not a good time to try to go back and reread the play Macbeth or reread Sir Gawain the Green Knight. You want to just look at the highlights, either the notes you've taken or the parts that you highlighted as you read it the first time, and just kind of go back and you're basically just reminding yourself of what you've learned earlier. The problem is, as you review, if you're sitting there thinking, well, I don't remember this, or when did we cover that, or if this doesn't seem familiar to you, you could be in a little trouble. On the other hand, as you review for the test, if you're going, okay, I remember that, yes, I've got this, and these are my notes here, then you're in good shape. We will be using the Honor Lock as our virtual proctor, and I would encourage you to review the rules and regs regarding that. I really hate taking points off for violations, but that's how we maintain academic integrity of the course and the college. So just find a nice, quiet testing environment, set up straight, keep your full face visible in the camera. Um, be sure to scan the testing environment. Don't have any loud noise. Don't have anybody walking around. Um, it would help me if you have a poster of somebody behind you, if you have a picture of somebody's face, take it down or cover it up, because that also pulls a flag, and so you don't want any flags there. But yeah, don't feel like you're just chained in like those people in the Parable of the Cave. You're not just forced to sit perfectly still for the entire testing period. But be natural. Pretend like you're in the room with me and you're sitting there taking a test. Yeah, it's okay to look at the ceiling and it's okay to think about things. But what you don't want to do, because this will draw a flag, is to be looking at the same place every time. Read a question, glance over. Read a question, glance over. don't do that, you'll lose points. And yeah, trust me, you don't want to lose points. The test, yeah, 100 questions, multiple choice, A, B, C, D. I think there's a couple of true false in there. And I am hopeful that you will prepare solidly and do well on the test. If you want to take the test in person, you're welcome to. I am giving a final on Monday night. It starts at 5 p.m. and then a new test starts every half hour. So you're working at 5 or 5:30 or 6 o'clock or 6:30 or 7. I don't think we should start any later than about 7. But that will probably be it for the semester. I don't have any final exam scheduled for Tuesday, May the 5th. So um, either take it online at your normal testing environment, or meet me up here on 13th and Avenue Q. But you need to let me know if you're going to come take it with me. Let me know so I'll be sure to have a test printed out and ready for you. I want to be prepared. When you have questions, not if, but when you have questions about the test, the content, or how the test is administered, I hope that you'll let me know and just drop me an email, jfly@southplainscollege.edu, and good luck.